here's a question that should set off a few arguments. What is the best movie of all time? Top Gun. Top Gun? No, I don't think so. Now, The Hollywood Reporter has attempted to answer that question by polling Oscar-winning actors, legendary directors and studio chiefs. Take a look. They're our favourite films of all time, moving us with classic cinema moments. Now, The Hollywood Reporter has reunited some of our most memorable screen partnerships for its Top 100 edition.
We each have a certain level of how much people recognize us when we're on our own. You know, we're very used to that, but when they see us both walking down the street in New York, there's a lot of traffic stopping and like, oh my God.
When it came to choosing a cover, how could they resist inviting the girls who pioneered the selfie? Gina Davis and Susan Sarandon, better known as Thelma and Louise.
Well, that's what struck me about the script first, was that there were two fantastic equal parts for women. I just knew I wanted to be one of them. But what I didn't know, and I don't think any of us knew when we were making it, that it would strike a nerve.
Well, now, I've always believed it done properly, armed robbery doesn't have to be a totally unpleasant experience.
I think your love scene with Brad was really hard, wasn't it?
It was very challenging. Yeah. I just didn't know how to get into it. There were like 5 candidates, and then he came. It's so embarrassing. I got a little distracted during the scene, you know, so I was like forgetting my lines. He'd say his line, I'd be like, why?
With its infamous ending, Thelma and Louise crashed in at number 59 in the chart.
To the rest world, and a month from now, this Hollywood big shot's gonna give you what you want.
Topping the list, The Godfather. The Godfather Part 2 only made it to number 7. Does this put an end to the great sequel debate?
I'd unravel every riddle for any individual.
The Wizard of Oz, which introduced the magic of colour, came in second.
But when Pierre found work, the little money coming worked out well.
Pulp Fiction ranked 5th, just behind Citizen Kane and The Shawshank Redemption.
Life can be bright in America.
The poll inspired the long overdue reunion of West Side Story's Rita Moreno and George Chakiris, 53 years after first working together in the Oscar-winning musical.
West Side Story had swept the awards. And I thought, my Puerto Rican luck, I'll be the only one who doesn't get an Oscar. And what a surprise.
Great friends, great movies.
Louis, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Oh, I love that film.
Fabulous
We'll always have Paris.
music, so much romance.
My favourite film. What was your favourite film?
Well, I agree with the judges. I reckon Godfather.
Godfather?
Yeah.
Really?
Finally saw it this year. You know when you...
What?
You know, I know, it's embarrassing.
It only came out 2 years ago.
And a little bit... It's that thing of there's certain movies that everybody has conversations about, and Pete and I realised, well, he'd seen it, but I'd never seen it, so... And I can definitely say it blew me away.
I watched all 3 of them. It took 12 hours. Yeah. What about you, Fordo? Favourite film?
Oh, look, it's got to be Shawshank Redemption, only because I can watch it 800,000 times. And every single time, anything to do with bank robberies or jailbreaks, I'm really into. For some reason, I don't know what. I'm harboring.
Because you're a rascal.
But I really, really love this. I mean, one of the greatest films of all time, I think.
Sylvia?
It didn't make the top 5, but Forrest Gump.
Oh, yeah.
Could watch it over and over.
Run,
I like a
Forrest.
happy movie.
So many good lines.
Yeah. It's a beautiful film.
Great film.
Laugh
I
as
was always
bucks,
thinking of
chocolates.
Jenny.
Yeah.
Jenny.
See?
Peas and carrots.
Got you all going.
Jenny.
He was always together.
What are you doing, Jenny?
Run, Forrest, run!
Jenny.
Good call, Sylvia.
And I
Thank
kept
you.
running. I just kept running and running.
Oh, there's Bubba.
That's a good one, didn't
And one day I stopped.
What about yours,
Come
Carl?
on, tell us yours.
Well, it was Casablanca and then Top Gun, because I just love, it's such a manly film.
The Need for Speed?
Yeah, and just that, like, the scenes, like, when they're in the bar, and also when they're playing volleyball on the beach, it's just smoking hetero.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's that?
Just hetero man stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway. That's what I like to do at the cinema.
Check yourself
It's
out.
kind of the life. It's the life that you dreamed you had in a way.
Yeah, look, this is
isn't
the
it?
scene here.
Yeah.
Look, that's...
And apologies to everyone who's seen The Sound of Music like me 60 or so times. That is, you know, that's always a good one.
That's
Too much
Amelia
music
Adams
in it.
number one.
No, that's strength.
You've been letting us know on social media this morning what you rate as the greatest film of all time. Kerry said Mary Poppins. I love that because it was the first childhood movie I saw at the movies way back in the 60s.
Oh, and Jackie thinks The Wizard of Oz. That came in at number 2, as we mentioned. She saw it when she was very young and has never forgotten how mesmerised she was.
Still getting a great rap. Wizard of Oz. My little 3-year-old niece loves it still these days. Sandra's pick is Schindler's List because it helps remind her that even in the middle of adversity, there is still hope for mankind.
And Caddy thinks The Notebook is the greatest film of all time because who doesn't want the perfect ending? I disagree.
Have you seen Notebook 2? Have you seen it?
There was a Notebook 2, was there?
Was there? I don't know. I was joking. Really?
No, that's probably the most hated movie by blokes. I think it could take that.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I liked Salmon Fishing in the Yemen. That was a lovely film.
Great title, that one. All right, let's move on.